Hey, what is up, autism community? How you guys doing today? I am hanging out in Jaiden's room, and this is basically a follow-up video to the tantrums and meltdowns video I did like 2-3 days ago. We left off at that video where Jay was totally at peace. He had come down, he was happy, but the room was utter chaos and a tornado had basically come through here. So this video now focuses on why we sent Jay up here, how we got there pretty much over the years and all the things we've learned, and just simple explanation safety tips for you guys out there. Again, this can be for experienced parents or parents who have just found out their kids on the spectrum or they're learning along the way. And that's our big thing here on this channel, is trying to educate and help in any way possible, guys, because we jumped through so many hoops when Jaiden was 3, 4, 5, and 6. And if we knew now what we knew then, the old classic line, we would have done things so differently. So I kind of feel it on my heart with a lot of these videos is like, hey, let's spit out some videos of things that we wish we would have done back then. And having a bedroom set up for his timeouts would probably be near the top of the list. We put so much stress and focus on trying to control the meltdown, especially mom, and that's understandable. You moms out there, I totally understand. It is a maternal instinct, but we can't always control it, guys. We cannot always fight these meltdowns, so at times you gotta just let them come down from the meltdown. So that is why I did kind of a two-piece video on this, because it's such a huge topic. It affects all of us in the autism community. It is something, doesn't matter if you're low, moderate, or high functioning, guys. Our kids all have meltdowns. So this is kind of how we got to this point with this room, and it just quickly explains why. It explains some features, safety features, and it kind of just gives a quick tour. And it's been working great for us. It has been a game changer, not only for us, but for Jaiden. I think he does much better when he comes up here and he can kind of just let it out. But also, our situation of having a 6-year-old, we make sure safety comes into play too, because there has been times where Sebastian has kind of been in the way of a severe meltdown. So that's something for you guys to think about. If you have younger siblings, or I'm sorry, if your child on the spectrum has a younger sibling or two, that is definitely something to be aware of. You have to think of the whole family at all times, guys. So this is our little nugget to you that we've learned over the years, and it's worked great for us. It might not work for you, but I just wanted to share it, and I hope you guys get something from this. Other than that, thank you for following along. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I would love to have you guys follow along on our journey. Hit the bell for notifications. And of course, always, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. All right, guys, till next time. See ya. 99 cents. Long story. Go Browns. All right, and we're back. So as you can see, the room's clean. Jay did a great job. He helped me out. He put all the books away, and he put all the toys in there. So real quick, I just wanted to go over what we do and what we've learned over time. The reason this room kind of looks plain Jane is on purpose. At the beginning, we didn't know exactly what we were doing when we did timeouts in the bedroom at our old house, and Jay would, just like any other kid on the spectrum having severe meltdowns, would break things, throw things, kick things, etc. We were very fortunate where we never did windows or anything like that. So we've tried to make it, now that we've gotten a little wiser in our age and we've learned Jay's characteristics with how he does his meltdowns, is let's make the room as safe as possible. So therefore you see lots of pillows, blankets, more pillows, more blankets, stuffed animals. We even have a plastic dresser. This is cushioned. So when Jay does come up here, as you saw, everything was all over the place, but pretty much everything was soft and non-breakable. So we are not only protecting Jaiden, but we're protecting his precious toys because he's lost many of his favorite toys during meltdowns, and we're protecting anyone that possibly comes in the room, because we have had instances where we walked in and he just happened to, be throwing something. So that is what we do here. That was just a little tidbit. If it works for you guys, I highly recommend, again, trying to keep the walls as plain as possible. About the windows, very, very important. As I mentioned, Jay doesn't really, or hasn't really gone after the windows over the years, but we've talked to lots of parents who have had some serious situations where the windows are kicked out, punched out, even head-butted out. They'll start punching and kicking, head-butting, and then moving their way over. Or some kids will just go right at the windows and bam, break them. Obviously, that's extremely dangerous for your child, and it is a very expensive repair on top of that. So if we can avoid both of those, I would recommend something like plexiglass. You can invest just bottom panels of your windows, or if your child's taller, bigger, just go all out and cover both. And I know it's not fun to cover your windows, but if it's that serious in your household, I highly recommend it. It's very, very minimum price for the amount of safety and peace of mind it's going to bring you in your house. So that was my last tip. I know how serious that has been to some of the people I've talked to, and how much that worries me. And I can only imagine what you guys are going through. So don't be afraid to invest. We actually had it at our last house. We had an L staircase, and at the bottom 3 steps was this big window, and Jay sometimes would go down the steps and go bam and go flying into the window. So we actually got a piece of plexiglass put there, and it did wonders for our peace of mind. Pretty much it. As you can see, we have it narrowed down. He really doesn't ever go over there, shockingly, because that's the TV. But he's never messed with the TV because I think he knows that's like his little music box. But plastic, soft, and that's it, guys. So that is an example of how we do it in our household, and I hope you guys can take something from this video and use it towards your household. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next video. Bye.